Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be looking at the sketchbook niche. We're going to be looking at the market and analysing it. We're going to be looking at how to create an interior for free on PowerPoint, and then the all-important keywords. And towards the end of the video I've got a gift for you, so make sure you watch through till then. Now, my name is Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it, and that's your money I'm talking about. And if you like videos like that, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and also smash that notification bell to receive notifications of when I produce more videos like this. And if you do like the video, give old Captain Paul the thumbs up. It's very much appreciated. So today we're going to be looking at the sketchbook niche. Now, first of all, in any niche, I like to just go along to Amazon.com and put in some short tail keywords just to get an overall idea. So I just put in sketchbook and had a look at what came up, and we've got a sketchbook here which is independently published, which means it's published on the KDP platform, and it's got an Amazon bestsellers rank of 604, which if we go to our book sales calculator, means this book is selling about 3,100 a month, which is superb. If you're after making some money online, this would certainly be a niche to look into. Now, if we go down, a lot of these aren't KDP books. There's one a bit further down. There's one here with a bestsellers rank of 7,594. And there's a lot of search results. There's a lot of competition for this particular keyword. So I went and did a search for sketchbook for kids just to narrow down a bit. Again, still 7,000 results, and I'll tell you why that is in a moment. But we see a lot more KDP books here, like this one, which has a bestsellers rank of 800,000, which is quite high, so not selling too many. But if we go along here, we've got this one, 9,886, bestsellers rank 5,949, 21,000. So all these are selling well. So that tells me that this is an interesting market to go into with the potential to make really good money. And down here we've got some more. Again, the one we just looked at, one here 7,000, one here 3,000. So yeah, so there's money to be made in this niche. Now, the interiors of these books are very simple and they're easy to create, and that is why the competition is high, because they are really easy to create, and I'm going to show you how easy in a moment. Basically, the interiors of these are blank pages that allow people to sketch on. However, KDP doesn't like it if you just fill up a book with blank pages. So there's a number of ways to get around this. One is to number the pages, but what a lot of people do is put a border on the page, a faint border in which people can sketch. So it's looking good so far, potential to make money. So let's go and show you how to create an interior. So we're going to go to PowerPoint, click on blank presentation, just get rid of these boxes, and then we need to change the size. Now this is going to be an 8 by 11.5. So if we click on design, go to slide size, custom slide size, width is 8 inches and height 11.5 inches. So we've got our page set up already. Now what we need to do first of all is just to draw a guide on here for our margins of the page. Now the margins are area where the content has to stay within, because this is going to be a book with no bleed. And if you want to find out more about margins and the sizes that you should produce, then you can go to the KDP Amazon.com website and look under help. And we see here 24 to 150 pages. The inside margin, which is where the book is going to be fixed at the spine, we need a margin of 0.375 inches, and then we need 0.25 inches at the top, 0.25 inches at the bottom, 0.25 inches to the other side. Now if we take those measurements off our 8 by 11.5, we're left with measurements of 7.375 by 11 inches. So we need to create a guide on our page of that size. So if we just go up here to the rectangle box, and we'll just create a rectangle. Now the fill will be white, and we can just leave the line as is. Now we need to change the size of this and put it in the correct position. So we just right click on there and click on size and position. Now the size, as we said, the height is 11 inches and the width is 7.375 inches. Click enter. Now we need to position this. So we're going to position this 0.375 inches from the left side, because this is going to be the first page in the book. So we click on position, and horizontal position we put in 0.375 inches, and the vertical position, so from the top down, is 0.25 inches. Boom. So there's our first page. Now we're going to create a copy of that page and just paste it below, and we'll come to that in a moment. Well, actually, we'll do that now. So this page is going to be on the other side. It's going to be on the left side. So this margin now has to be on this side. So all we do is, again, right click on that border, size and position, and then the horizontal position from the left side will be 0.25 inches this time. And so we've got our other page all sorted out. So now we need to create our faint border within these margins. Okay, so again we go to our rectangle, and again just form a rectangle approximately within the middle of the box that we've produced. And we're going to do shape fill of white, shape outline we're going to do in light grey, and the weight we leave at 1 point, and we're going to have this as a dashed box. So we just click on that there. Now we don't need that border anymore, so we can delete that. And there is the first page of the book with the faint or light grey dotted outline in which people can sketch. Now you could do this border in any way you want. You could do it in a sort of a fancy border or a solid line, whatever you prefer. I quite like this dotted line. So now we need to go and do the other page, and we'll repeat that procedure. So now we've got our 2 pages of the book, and then we press shift, click on both pages, then copy and paste. And now all you need to do is work your way down until you get to the number of pages that you want, which in our case is 120, and then it's just a case of exporting this to a PDF. And then we just save that on our computer, and that'll be ready to upload. So we've created our interior. We know there's a market for these books, so you'll need to create your cover. If you've not created a cover before, there's a link above here on how to create your first KDP book, and that shows you how you could create a simple cover in something like Canva, or obviously you could use your Photoshop or something like Illustrator, Inkscape or Graphic Designer. So now we come to what I consider the most important part, which is the keywords. And why are keywords important? Well, these are the things that customers are typing into the Amazon search bar. So you need to know what people are searching for, and then you can use those words in the title of your book and in the subtitle, and it gives you a better chance of your book appearing on Amazon when someone types in those keywords into the search bar. So you need to basically create a list of keywords, and what I do is normally I would start with a short tail keyword, and then I'll look at all these suggestions that come up, and these are the suggestions from Amazon. So Amazon is actually telling you what people are searching for, and also when people do search for something on Amazon, these suggestions come up, and people have a tendency to click on those suggestions. So again, using the keywords Amazon suggests is a good way of giving your books the best chance of being found. And your book needs to be found in order for you to make sales. And then I also have a plugin on my computer, AMZ Suggestion Expander, and that gives us all these other keywords on the right hand side, and we can use those keywords as well. And what I do is just open up a spreadsheet, and I make a list of these keywords, and I make a note of the number of Google searches per month of a particular keyword. And then as I'm then putting these other keywords into Amazon, such as sketchbook for kids, I'll then see what other keywords come up. So here we have some more keywords related to the sketchbook for kids keyword. And again, those will go into the spreadsheet. And then what I'll do is go through each keyword and then just search and see how many search results there are for each keyword. Now for a lot of the keywords in this niche, the search results are quite high, but there are some low ones in there. Now if you do decide to go for one with a high number of search results, well obviously you've got less chance of ranking, but if you do rank, particularly on the first page, you've got a good chance of making some good sales. Also, if you are doing things like Amazon ads, going for more competitive keywords is a good way to earn more money as well. So what I ended up with is this long list of keywords, 58 in total, all related to the sketchbook niche. And I said for each one, I did the Amazon search results and, where available, the Google monthly searches. The reason why I like the monthly searches for Google is that this indicates that this keyword is particularly popular because people are also putting this into the Google search bar as well. So it just gives the keyword a bit more extra strength. But you can see a lot of the search results are high, but there are some lower ones here. Now I've done this list of keywords, and like a lot of my other keywords, I've put them on Gumroad. So I'll leave the link below the video. You can go along to Gumroad, and the discount code so that you can get this list for free is here. So you can go along to Gumroad, click on this item, put in the discount code, and you'll get this whole list for free in .csv, PDF and Excel format, and then you can use those to produce your own sketchbooks and hopefully get them found on Amazon. There are other keywords for different niches on Gumroad as well, so if you wanted to purchase any of those, most of them are about $1, you can, and that's something I'm very grateful for if you do that. So that's it, a relatively simple niche, relatively simple type of book to produce, but as I said, as it's quite easy to produce, there is a lot of competition. But I think it's, I've heard reports of quite a lot of people having success in this particular niche, so I think it's, you know, it's good to build this into your overall portfolio of books, your low content books that you're publishing on Amazon. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and remember, hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and until next time, goodbye.